In this video, I will show you how to replace the air vent deflectors in the cabin of a Volkswagen Passat B7. It's an American model. We're replacing the deflectors because they stopped working. The louvers won't move left or right, they're stuck, and replacing them will solve the problem. To replace the front side deflectors, you need to take two pry tools and pry at two spots from below. There are clips at the corners of this frame. We'll start from the bottom, remove those, and then move to the top, and the deflectors will come out. First, pry closer to the center to avoid breaking them, then work your way to the sides until they come loose from their clips. Be very careful not to break anything. They haven't been replaced before, so they're installed very tightly and the clips haven't been loosened yet. Remove the deflector. This is what it looks like. Now let's install the new one. Next, let's check the cleanliness of the air duct. You can see there's a bit of dirt here, so we'll wipe it off with a damp microfiber cloth. Clean as thoroughly as possible, reaching in and wiping everything. And now you can see the dirt that we've removed. The new deflector works perfectly. The louvers move left, right, up and down, locking into place. After that, insert the new deflector into its place. Carefully guide it inside so it fits onto the air duct and gently secure it to avoid breaking the clips. It snaps into place easily without any issues because it's an original part taken from a dismantled car. A Chinese-made one might be harder to install. Let's check how it works. Everything works perfectly. So we can move on to replacing the right air vent deflector. Looking closely at this section as well, you can clearly see a significant accumulation of dirt and grime that has built up over time. We have now thoroughly cleaned and removed all of those contaminants to ensure a pristine surface, and at this stage we are ready to carefully install the brand new deflector back into its proper place to ensure everything functions perfectly. After this, we will replace the central deflector. It has a clock, and we have a new one just like it, with the same feature on top. There are 4 clips on top and on the bottom that need to be pried loose so it comes out of its socket. To do this, we take a trim tool and start prying from the center at the bottom, then work our way out to the sides. This is necessary to release the mounting, and you need to be careful not to break anything. Do it smoothly and securely. Now move to the other side and do the same. Don't rush so nothing cracks. Now the clips have come out of their place. Now you can carefully remove these grills, making sure not to break anything. Here is the clock connector. We will disconnect it by pressing the latch on the side and removing the connector from the clock. It's still tight because it hasn't been removed before. The connector is removed. It is necessary to remove the second connector, which is located below. We have taken out the clock. Here it comes out easily, and after that we connect the clock connector. There is a small tab on the connector here that needs to be unhooked. It is located right here. We insert a small flat screwdriver here, lift it up, and the connector comes out. Now all that's left is to remove the grill from its connector. Remember how the wires were routed. They went through this side connector. Here, the grill is removed, the deflector. You can install the new one. There's a lot of dust inside here as well. We'll wipe it off using a damp microfiber cloth. We try to pick up as much dust as possible so that it doesn't blow into the cabin later. Now we thread the wires through this connector from the back, and we need to connect the clock. I'll go back to the grill again. First, we connect the clock connector that we removed. It's the hardest one to remove. Make sure that the tab we unclipped is on top of the connector. Now it started working. That means it's working. Now we connect the emergency button connector and put everything back in its place. They go in easily, lock into place, and now you can install the vent back where it belongs. Carefully press it in so as not to break anything and snap it back into place. Put it into operation. Everything works smoothly, no problems. The clock is back in place, the emergency button works, so everything is in order. Now let's replace the rear vent. Here too, one of the louvers isn't working. For this, we'll take a pry tool and remove the rear cover along with the vent. Press from this side and it easily comes out of its socket. There are little clips here that hold it in place. Here is the vent itself. The problem here will be removing it because you need to release 3 or 4 clips at the same time. For this, we'll use the same pry tools. We need to release all 4 of these clips at the same time, so we'll take more pry tools and start releasing each one without removing the tools. We try not to break them because they're very fragile. We've unclipped one side, now we need to do the same on the bottom. It's a bit harder here because it's more difficult to reach these clips. Really don't rush, do everything carefully. Now we've separated it in half and removed it. This clip is off, and now we can install the grill in its place, which looks like this. It's functional. It's much easier to put it on now because all the tabs have been worked and loosened. One of them did break off, but it won't affect its rigidity. First, put it on the lower clips and then the upper ones. Everything will snap into place here much faster than it came off. Everything is secure and tight. At the factory, it goes on easily, but at home, it's very hard to remove. And now you can put this grill back in its place. Again, wipe all the air ducts with a cloth so there's no dust, unless you want the cabin to always be dusty. You can put it back in its place. And the air duct is secured in its place. The darn things work.